fucker. Oh. Good morning, everybody. If you're watching this,
today, I'm going to share with you 3.
If you're watching this later tonight, tomorrow, I hope you have a fantastic weekend. I hope you're all well. I hope you all have a great weekend. Shout out to everyone suffering with mental health issues, struggling with mental health issues, and fighting every day. The good fight, that's all you can do. But mental health, it's not going to go away, it's here to stay. It's just about accepting it and learning to live with it, I suppose. That's the hardest part. Living. Like, I've gone into this year with a monkey on my back. Something I carried for many years. Many years. But anyway, I won't be on much over the weekend. I will be back on Sunday. Yeah. Like I said, it's like purposely don't watch people's lives back. We don't bother watching people's lives. So I'm miles behind. And I'm purposely reneging on it. Sometimes silence speaks volumes. Yeah, there's always been a reason why I've never let rip on me panels and let everyone on, but that's going to change from next week. Oh, no pressure. Next week, we can't do it now. Whenever I'm ready, I suppose.
Tornadoes of that size that typically move at about 30
They have
miles
got
an hour. This one was traveling on land at about 15 miles an hour. Meaning it would be sitting over the areas. It was devastating.
I'll give YouTube a swerve even the last couple of days. Yesterday.
Meteorologists had this tornado. 15 minutes later at 7:30 p.m.,
it's crazy.
4-year-old Fairdale resident Clem Schultz,
when you want the bus, none comes. When you don't want one.
As Clem is sitting in the living room watching the weather,
when you're waiting for the bus, none
comes. You're waiting. He hears his wife yell out from the kitchen to come in here and look at this. So Clem goes into the kitchen and she's pointing out the back window. And he looks out and he sees this massive tornado.
Yeah, it's like I let a lot go last year. I had to.
But from their perspective,
in order to live,
counterclockwise, it kind of looked like it was spinning away.
I had to let go of the past.
And Clem says to his wife Jerry, "It looks like it's going to miss us, but we're probably going to lose power.
I'm focusing on every day. That's cool."
So Jerry stays in the kitchen. Clem goes up into the attic, and as he's fishing to get out the lanterns, he hears what sounds like a freight train barreling through town. And he had this little window at the edge of his attic, so he goes over and looks out, and the tornado had not veered off into the open field. It had continued straight towards his house. It was ripping off roofs right in front of him. And he figured, I don't have enough time to go down into the basement. I have no time to do anything. So he takes out his phone and he begins recording.
You're taking the fucking piss. The size of that baby. Oh, that's an F-foot. Yeah, look at the size of that tornado. My man, he knows he can't go anywhere. Look at the deviation pattern of that fucking tornado. Now, if that comes straight, he's dead, yeah? Because he's not underground. You know what I mean? They build a lot of underground shelters for that purpose. And this dickhead is like, well, I'm dead anyway, so I may as well just video it. Look at it, just fucking swear by that gaff, man. Don't ask me how that house is still standing, because that's a category 5. That's the highest. There she's gone. The tail has whipped it out. Get up out of that.
Clem's house, along with all the others in that video, collapsed. And initially, Clem thought he had died because it went totally quiet and it was totally dark. And he actually said out loud, "Am I dead?" But it was the pain in his back from a crushed vertebrae that told him, "No, you survived." And he begins to kind of pull himself out
that's
of the
how you know you're
rubble,
alive.
a neighbor
You're
is
fucking
pulling him
vertebrae.
out. And as soon as he's out of the rubble of his house, he looks around and his whole community is pretty much gone. And as he's standing there kind of bewildered, his neighbor says, "Clem, don't look down." And Clem says, "Why?" And his neighbor says, "Because your wife is under you and she's dead." When the dust had finally settled, not only had Clem's wife been killed, but Clem's neighbor had been killed as well, because the tornado went directly through their 2 houses. That video that Clem shot is now used to educate people on how dangerous tornadoes really are, and how anytime a tornado is coming through your area, never go outside to film it, seek shelter.
Yeah.
On Sunday, February 12th, 2017, Abigail
Preferably.
Williams was over her best friend, Liberty German's house for a sleepover. Abby and Libby were 13 and 14, respectively. That night, as they're laying in bed, they were looking out the window, hoping they saw snowflakes come down, because there was apparently this huge storm that was going to roll through the next day, and they were hoping that if it did, school would be canceled the next day. But
Yeah, no school.
It hadn't even snowed. However, they found out that in Delphi,
Skill's
Indiana,
always in
where they
session.
lived, school had been canceled preemptively in anticipation of this big storm that never really amounted to anything. So the girls got a free day off where they could actually go outside and enjoy it. So the girls start talking about how they're going to spend their extra day off, and Libby suggests, well, why don't we go check out the Mon on High Bridge? It was this abandoned bridge that crossed over the stream, and a lot of their classmates would take pictures on it and post it to their social media. And the girls figured this is a great day to go do that. So Libby asks her grandmother, Becky, who was her primary caretaker, if it would be okay if they went for a hike over near this bridge. Becky gives them permission, but with the caveat that they would find their own ride there and back. So Libby convinces her older sister, Kelsey, to give them a ride there. And Libby speaks to her father, Derek, and he says he can pick them up. But he'd only be able to pick them up at a very specific time, which would only give the girls a couple of hours at the bridge. But they thought that was fine, and that was plenty of time.
What's the matter, you? Hey, boy, the long face.
Kelsey drops off the 2 girls at the start of the trip.
Right, Mr. Ball, and you're fucking doing me head in. It's craziness, that man, oh, look. I reckon, oh shit. Dagestani wrestling's not gonna work. Alexander Volkanovski, you are gonna get your ass whooped by Islam. Islam will fucking make you, bro, big time. Who the fuck is he? Anyway, I hope you all have a good weekend. It's a very dull day out. Typical January Friday, I suppose.
Welcome to another episode of Dread Captures, where we take you on a journey through the wilds of the woods and showcase footage of our favorite wild animals.
Excuse me.
In this episode, we take an in-depth look at Bigfoot, see video of the rarely talked about mitigation, a boa constrictor on attack, and a viewer submission of a rare mountain lion hybrid. You won't believe your eyes when you see this one. But don't take our word for it. Sit back and let's get into the captures. No matter how tough and resilient animals are, every now and then, nature throws things at them that they just can't figure out by themselves. As we saw in an earlier video, sometimes animals just need a loving hand. In this clip from Michigan in 2019, Mark Johnson was out hunting with his dog when he spotted two bucks entangled with each other. Being an avid hunter and outdoorsman, Mark didn't think much of it. Of course, he thought it was cool, but he had seen bucks battling like this before. He was, however, impressed at how long they had been at it, how long they were fighting, and that's when he figured it out. They were stuck together. Mark knew he needed to help out, because what happens in these situations is that one, but most likely both deer die from exhaustion or starvation and or coyotes move in for a kill. Knowing all that, Mark decided to call some of his buddies and told them what was going on. After the guys got a game plan, they grabbed some rope and a chainsaw used for cutting limbs and set out to free the bucks. They eventually found them wrestling near the tree line and tried to free them there, but the bucks became startled and pushed further into the woods. The deer eventually sat down in a bank stream. With their necks twisted, this was a less than ideal situation. One or both bucks could have drowned. While the deer are laying there thrashing in the shallow water, the quick-thinking man took his shot and freed the bucks by slicing one of the antlers. Man, that guy was like a surgeon with that thing. In and out, real quick. Both deer quickly stand up and tromp through the water in the other direction. I'm sure they were grateful for the hand they were lent. Coyote and deer are mortal enemies. There's really no other way to explain it. Two creatures thrown into the animal kingdom just trying to survive. Unfortunately for one of them, they are the prey. Drone footage from a professional fishing charter captain specializing in fishing the flats of South Carolina captured this amazing standoff and battle between a single deer and a small coyote. As the drone zooms in from overhead, you can see the coyote dragging the deer out of the shallow water pool, but she's able to escape and gets back to the water. Now, I would traditionally say that the deer has an advantage here because they are much stronger swimmers than coyotes. However, the water is not deep enough for the deer to have any real advantage. The coyote is still able to use its strong legs, while the deer's hooves are likely sinking into the soft marsh mud. This goes on for a few more minutes before the coyote gets and keeps the advantage. The rest of the video gets pretty gnarly, but to be conscious of some viewers, I'll link the full video in the description below. Bigfoot, also known as Sasquatch, is considered to be the most popular and well-known cryptid. Bigfoot is often described as a large, ape-like creature that is said to inhabit forests, mainly in the Pacific Northwest region of North America. He is said to be bipedal, standing at around 7 to 10 feet tall and weighing around 500 to 1,000 pounds. There have been many reported sightings of the creature. But this next trail cam capture is a pretty convincing one. A hunting guide named Craig Salt, who owns 80 acres of land in the Upper Peninsula in Michigan, has put up trail cameras on various parts of his property. He just loves to track the game that is moving through the woods. Craig caught a figure in the background of one of his trail cameras, and it's either a human or a Bigfoot. Now, Craig says no one should be in these woods without his permission, but we all know how that goes. As the video plays, you can see the deer in the foreground is the one that triggered the camera to snap the pictures.
What's up with that?
We're interested in. The mystery lies in the background.
Did you crash last night? Oh no, you walked to home last night.
Could this be a human? Sure. But what's he doing? Why isn't the deer afraid of him? Or these pictures could tell a story. And the story could be that there is a creature following this deer. And just happened to get caught in one of the pictures. Like I said, the camera snapped 3 pictures. The figure was caught in the second one. I feel like if that was a human, he or she would have likely been seen in all 3 photos. A Bigfoot, on the other hand, might be keen to stay out of sight. Craig shared the photos to social media out of curiosity, and the Bigfoot Field Researchers Organization found the photo convincing enough to travel to Michigan. As the 4 members of the BFRO head to Craig's property, located right on the border of Wisconsin and Michigan, it is the exact type of dense forest a creature would inhabit. The foursome would spend a few nights and days on Craig's property. They were performing reenactments and searching for any reasonable explanation to verify or debunk this photo. Ultimately, the verdict was inconclusive. They could neither confirm nor deny.
Aufschwung, ja, an der Stelle, wo es nachne. He must have breaking last night.
Having watched a decent amount of footage on this, the thing that strikes me is that Craig seems very level-headed and credible. He's not looking for notoriety or an award for finding Bigfoot. He's just a hunter who has pictures that he can't explain. So what do you guys think? The photo definitely gets my wheels turning. Did Craig capture a photo of Bigfoot on his property? Or is he just the victim of a well-orchestrated hoax? I'll let you guys decide for yourselves. Honestly, I'm not really sure what to say about this one here. At first glance, it looks like a creature hugging a tree for sure.
That's a
You
termite
can see
now.
the semblance of arms wrapped around the tree and a head buried in the arms. But the more I look, the less I'm sure this is an actual creature. The original uploader said that this was supposed to be a baby Sasquatch. You be the judge. In September of 2022, a small town was notified that there was a young deer running around with an arrow
What's
stuck
up with it?
The deer was first spotted on a farmer's trail cam, and the farmer couldn't believe his eyes.
I'm glad I wasn't
Someone
fucking
had
on it.
shot and hit the deer with an arrow, but the deer never fell. The trail camera footage was taken days before, so the deer was long gone. As word spread, people were looking for the deer in hopes of helping out.
Oh,
One day after work, a man pulled in his driveway.
oh.
Surprisingly, he saw a young deer next to his house. He thought, well, this is strange, but then quickly noticed the arrow protruding from his side.
Oh.
The man was unaware that this deer had been the topic of the town conversation, but he sprung into action. And the deer, seemingly unfazed, was pretty lackadaisical about the whole situation. And luckily, the gentleman knew the arrow needed to be removed to help prevent infection or further complications. The man calmly approached the deer, covering its eyes to keep it calm. I think deep down the deer must have known that the man was there to help, because he remained calm. The man was able to pull the arrow out relatively easily, but for precaution took him to a wildlife clinic where he could undergo further examination. The wildlife veterinarian said the arrow missed major organs and miraculously settled into a pretty benign place on the deer.
Cover that eyes, that's the easiest way then. It
But he was
doesn't frighten.
ultimately released back into the wild.
Oh,
Thank
Yeah, man.
goodness for that good Samaritan.
I like that shit, that's good.
In terms of physical strength, praying mantises are not particularly strong compared to other animals. But their strength is pretty impressive relative to their size and their hunting behavior. They are able to use their speed and agility to quickly grab and hold on to their prey, which is one of the things that makes them effective hunters. They are ambush predators. They wait and blend in with their surroundings to surprise their prey. And in this next clip, you're going to see that hunting in action. As you can see, the mantis is perched on the hummingbird feeder. The bird approaches and snatch. Unreal. Look at the mantis grab onto the beak of the bird and just not let it go. There's the relative strength we were talking about.
Wow.
The hummingbird tries to fly away, but the mantis just pulls it in. Mantises have a unique physical structure that enables the powerful muscles in their thorax and head to strike quickly and safe to.
Jake Paul versus Tom.
And gunfire erupts inside the northwest side of
That's my testimony.
No, my point was good. If you want to speak, I do have a full story. I do have a full story. Yeah, as I said, no one else said this in our life. I said, no, I'm going to say what I know.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm saying, so about these guys attack us.
I'm trying to do my everything.
Yeah, the one that you asked the question of the so-called Mashayikh, and they told
I know so-called Mashayikh. I know so-called Mashayikh. How do you know? How do you know?
Who should we ask?
Oh, no, I'm asking you.
No, who should we ask?
I know Sheikh Fawzan.
No, who should we ask?
I know Sheikh
Who
Fawzan.
should we ask? Who should we ask? Who should we ask?
You know what
Who should we ask?
I'm asking you how do you know?
I said, who should we ask?
I'm just saying there.
Relax. Anyway, the Shaykh that's what they ask the Shaykh. They say this al-Mufti Sajin al-Mustafti. That the Mufti is the prisoner of the Mustafti. So the Mufti will not be fatwa according to what you're going to tell him. But before you tell him something, you can tell him the full story. So you should ask the brothers who were here, there were the brothers here, and they witnessed this guy try to attack me twice, haven't done nothing to him. Understand? He's not happy that I'm going against ISIS, and he said he's going with ISIS. No, I'm still happy that's the.
No, hold on.
Yeah, let's take
Can I
this.
tell you something, Shah? So to be fair to him here, I think you shouldn't accuse him of that.
No, accuse him. That's a fact.
Can I tell you something? That's all.
Brother,
Can I tell you
no,
something?
he's happy that I'm. Before you tell me something, he makes takfir. Yeah.
Yeah, look, I'll just take 2 minutes.
Go on, so that's
The same idea that we use for your brother Anwar, yeah? Which is that you don't want to get the Muslim brother in trouble with the law. Yeah? The thing is that when Muslims like yourself, we're Muslims, yeah? We don't want to, when we know this guy, I know him, yeah?
Yeah.
His mindset, he's never endorsed ISIS in his whole life. I think by you saying that, that's iftira. I believe that's
No, it's not. It's not true. It's not.
Okay,
I'll tell you what. Always, that's why. That's why now let us see who really understand the Salaf. Nah? No, you don't say that. You don't say that. You don't say that. No, okay.
So
No, hear me out. Let me speak.
I'm letting you speak.
I'm finished.
Nothing beats a Jet 2 City break. Book now and get flights, hotel, and 22 kilograms of package all in one package. Jet2 City rates. Flight, hotel, city.
22 kilos.
Oh my god, it's so cold. I need to cover my hands. I've got so many blisters on them.
What are you going to do
Oh
about
my
your
goodness,
face, though?
brothers and sisters.
Fuck off.
So it's clear now. It's clear.
Anyway, I hope you all have a great
I'm
weekend.
not engaging in this. I'm not engaging in security. No, if you want to bring that, if you want to bring a Shia,
Don't try to say, okay, yo, what happened? You want to say that? Don't say that.
okay. So my discussion is over. I like to run. Wait. Because we're running. I keep running. We don't have the truth. Are you ready for the truth?
I'm watching a thing about debates between Muslims in, I think it's Finsbury Park, I could be wrong. Near that mosque, that famous mosque, well, famous for fucking serious, but yeah.
There are truths I run from, and there are truths I run to. Okay, now you have to choose which they ran, but they left the prophet. No. You agree with that?
Who wrote that Quran?
Who wrote the Quran?
Yeah.
It was given to the Prophet Muhammad.
Yeah.
Someday you have to run, bro. So you have to now run again. You have to run again. We are done. I want the truth. I still on that man. You know what? You run away, you're a coward. You're a coward. You're so out and you're slave. What kind of Islam is this? You're just changing titles. Come to face the truth. Come face the truth. You want to talk to me? Yeah. I want to talk to you, but don't run away like a coward. You're a slave. Change the guidelines. You put what you want. You don't let someone tell the truth. That's what you do. I still on it. Okay, we're gonna go to Allah. We'll see why. But don't run away. Don't run away. I will discuss these matters on Shia Sunni. That's what Shia Sunni is. Sahih Muslim said the sign of the hypocrite is hate for Imam Ali, and the sign of the believer is love for Imam Ali. This is Sahih Muslim. It's Muslim. It's in Sahih Muslim. Even the brother knows it.
You know, he says if you have Iman in your heart,
Yes. Never want to.
If there's any word on that girl, must be fucking terrible. That must be torture for the parents. She's not new on Netflix. But you know what? I might just watch Terminator 3. Fuck it, yeah. I'll watch Terminator. That's what I'm doing. I'll be back. Yeah, I hope you all have a great weekend. If you watch the Slayer tomorrow, I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. I'll be back. What?
excuse me. I'm going to paper. Can I ask some questions?
There you go.
Yeah.
I told you to keep away from.
Right. In the song, there's a lot of teenagers that friends turns out to witnessing a brutal murder by an unknown creature. Right, that's one for later. Always going new and popular on your telly. Yeah. Viking Wolf. Two dedicated detectives go up 99
Right was found in a ditch, no
investigating
trace of her.
an abduction.
They investigated those close to her.
It's not really fucking odd, you know, bollocks to it. I'll be back. Right, I'm watching it. Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines, let's go.
Are you okay? Do you want me to call 911?
How's it going?
I like this car.
Yeah, I'm watching a movie. How are you? Right. See her over there. You better. Gear shift. Third. Straight through. Boom. Calculated decision. Got away with it. Wow. Whoops. Yeah. Just give myself a little bit of time here and there, mate. Yeah. Whoops. She's just about to stick her finger in a fucking fed's eye go. Glory, glory, Man United.
Lady, have you any idea how fast you were going? Let me see your license registration.
Nice.
I like your gun.
I like your gun.
What?
Stupid thing's not working.
Yeah, I hope you all have a great weekend. You know what I mean?
I hate machine.
Yeah. Family first.
Hello?
Hey, it's your father.
Uh-oh.
Family first, always.
I'm so sorry. You know how much I wanted to see you this week. We're having some computer problems.
No, I know. You can't talk about it. It's just... Scott was really looking forward to this.
I wish I had more time to get to know him. I really do.
United Big Palace.
You're bound to run
Tomorrow.
into him at the wedding.
Please. Still in a state of
Yup.
You're not the only one.
Hey, kiddo. You don't need me to pass.
I'm so far behind you two. It doesn't really matter because it's like, yeah.
Never had to be afraid.
But like I said, my backup channel, it's not far away.
You will. Bye, Dad. I love you.
Love you too.
Sometimes it's good to have a break. You know, too much of certain stuff isn't good for you.
Okay, what do we got?
With mental health issues, YouTube isn't the platform. Come on, really.
Military apps.
Because you can lose your shit and your patience. And,
Firewalls are holding up.
you know, it can take you 22 years to find it, and it can take you 20 seconds to lose it.
I know, Tony, but that's like going after a fly with a
It is what it is, I suppose, though. You know,
We put everything from satellites to missile silos under control of a single computer system.
everything in moderation, what?
Still prefer to keep humans in the loop. Once your Skynet's ready.
Yes, sir.
Oh, shit. It's alright, Al, it's only me. Fuck off. Stupid ass fucking thing. Not even fucking smoking and it's gone off.
Why don't you come with me and get the taxi?
No. Oh, yeah, I might do just to
But you
get.
need to get Lisa's fucking taxi card.
Yeah, I know that, yeah.
Can't believe that scooter's broke. The fucking quad's broke as well.
Well, I'm glad I wasn't fucking on it. It's like,
16. Shortly. Thank you for using Hastings.
It was working fine last night.
I'm sure it's only something small, that. No. Really, I need to.
Supposed to go around to the back.
Need to get milk.
Right, you grab that done and I'm in the shop. I need to get gas. I want to get £5.
have to give Lisa's dad £200.
Why did you so much money?
There. Oh, what?
You didn't actually need it.
Says who? Well, obviously I fucking needed it. You know what I mean? I wasn't going to ask anybody to be told
Well, you
no.
could ask your own family.
Yeah, I did.
I asked you.
I asked you, you hadn't got it, so I asked someone else. No big
You know,
deal.
I owed your son like 2 ton.
Oh yeah, but you know this. Oh, don't start, will
I'm
you
just
know?
saying, I owed your son 2 ton.
Listen,
I paid
you said ask your own. I did. I asked you, but you hadn't got it, Al.
Yeah, because I had only 250.
So, well then why are you saying stupid things to ask your family first? I did. And he hadn't got it. So that's why I asked Lisa's dad. He offered. Because it's on you. fine, right. Right, I'm going to the bleeding shop. I won't be long. Nah, like, you've no chance against a cyborg, man. Like, look when he licked her in the face with the shotgun, man. I put a big hole in her face and it just goes psh, back to normal. Come at me if you want to live. Are you John Connor? I'll be back.
Yeah, but she's the main one in this one.
Yeah, she's like a fucking
Not
nuclear.
only her, I mean John Connor's wife.
Like a
She's the
nuclear.
one that sent John Connor back. Like
What?
she's the one that sent the robot back to look after him.
Bingo. Right, guys, I'll be back in a minute. Oh man. I want to ring to you.
It's fucking moving for you, isn't
Yeah, you always do that, don't you? Though? Motherfuckers.
it? Take all that fucking apart. Send the fucking apart as well.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, I wouldn't be pleased. Don't do it this weekend. Do it when you're bleeding, when you're straight. I wouldn't know where to start, right? I'm going to shop and be brother. I'll be back in a minute. one of them things. All right, bro. Right. Let me put this up. Right, nice cup of tea. Yeah, you know it. How's it going, lad? I just got back from the shop this second. I'm fucking rushing because my chick is coming up. Al?
Yeah.
Can I give my man a ring, if you don't
And
mind?
so right away, the police went inside the shack because it was easier to get into. There weren't
Where's it give you last night?
and when they got inside, there really was nothing.
Yesterday.
Yeah,
Yeah, I went through it because
It
it's
was
like, it's
just
not,
gardening tools. So they went over to the right building. the
it's
shipping
just
container,
too fucking
got
heavy,
out
it
their
is.
metal
It's
cutting
very,
saws and bolt cutters, and they
But it's the
began
same
cutting
shit you've been
into
smoking for
all
weeks.
of
yeah, I know. I
chains.
just fancy
And
something
when they
fucking
finally got
different.
that door
like,
open, they were
100%.
absolutely astounded at what they saw.
This is the Vodafone voicemail service for
The phone's not dropping, you bastard. Bollocks, phone's knocked off. Can I try in a little bit, Al?
Yeah, of course you can.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I just got back from the shop, man. Just me fucking milk and me owl there, a juice, Mr. Kipling as well. Oh, YouTube is a funny place at the moment. There's a lot of circuses going on, a lot of clowns as well. There's been clowns on it from day one, but it's like clowns that have no heart. Yeah, just because you stand in front of somebody and throw a few digs doesn't mean you're a tough guy. You know what I mean? Not at all. Credibility and reputation makes you tough, allegedly. Exceedingly good. Yeah, exceedingly good. Pink ones. Give me the pink ones. Oh shit, I need a sugar rush. Oh baby. Yeah, would anybody like a fucking Mr. Kipling one? Yeah, I'm having. What the fuck it? I'll have 3. Fuck. But anyway, listen, yeah. Like I said, I've lost 2 stone in a few months. I'm losing a lot of fat. So, like I said here, exceedingly good. But I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. Oops, Daisy, I nearly spilled the fucking water on my toe. Yeah, have you ever poured boiling water on your toe by accident? Well, I got a bit on me toe one time. Yeah, it fucking hurts like a motherfucker. And burning, like, yeah, that's your leg you can smell. What? Anyway, I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. I'll be back to finish what I started next week. And we move forward then. I'm a son of Balia, I'm a soldier now. Here's how it is. I'm a son of Balia, I'm a soldier of Balia, and I'm straight out of Balia. Good afternoon, how's everybody doing? Would you like a cake? You will eat cake. Yeah, you will eat cake.
He would not only kill her, he would also
You will eat cake.
And so Kayla very early on decided she would not put up a fight. She just kind of accepted
Good.
that this was
Deal with it.
that she would be horribly mistreated.
Oh,
And
eeny, meeny, miny, fucking all.
Kill her, but at least she would be sparing her family. So when the police finally went into that shipping container, Kayla truly did not expect ever to be rescued. So when you watch that video, you need to understand that was someone who believed she was 100% going.
Ooh, content will be coming very soon. We're off the button mill. Follow Mr. Spoon.
Todd Colehep's residents still talking to him, and they tell them, "Hey,
England, I fucking live in England."
Todd's reaction to this news.
But thank you anyway. I hope you all have a good fucking weekend.
We have Kayla in your property. She was locked in a container.
Oh shit.
Okay. She just told us that she shot and killed Charlie. Why did
What?
she? I didn't see any place. Okay, why did she lock her in a container in your property?
You may as well do that.
Property right now, locked in a container.
You stupid fuck.
So you said you didn't lock her up?
Intuition. That's smart and vets. You know what I mean? Once you have the feds on your case, you're finished.
Officially deny any wrongdoing and would claim he had nothing
Collateral
to do with
damage,
that.
that's what you are.
Charlie, he would eventually
But like I said here,
killing Charlie and kidnapping Kayla.
I'm a son of Balia, I'm a soldier of Balia, and I'm straight out of Balia.
He had done to them what he did to
Dublin 10.
Charlie. He had lured the Nazis on his property on the promise of work, and then when they reached those two structures, he drew a gun and he shot.
I need a
them.
fucking skin, you big fuck. You itty bitty fuck. Come here, you fuck. Yeah. Who argues with cigarette papers? Come here, you fuck. I couldn't burst the tea bag in all fairness. Yeah, it's a young man's game, YouTube, I reckon, yeah. But there's loads of people on here that have built the channel on the back of other people's names, and I'm gonna rinse the bollocks out of them when I come back on here. You know what I mean? It's like I purposely delayed Anton. You know what I mean? But we'll see in anyway eventually. Watch. I'll be back, just like Arnie will.
And if he did, could they take the death penalty off the table? And so the police ultimately would.
I'm not on here to compete with anybody. I'm not on here to hurt anybody. Yeah. Shout out to the Queen for that. My Queen. Yeah, the days of putting your hands on people without having good cause. Now, the only good cause I wanted, anytime I put my hands on people, it's cause I wanted. You know, but anyway, I hope you all have a great weekend. Exceedingly good.
And so as Todd is he's totally nonchalant about it. He's laughing about it. He's even bragging to police that they would be proud of him and how quickly he cleared the suicide shop. Meaning how quickly
Cup of tea. There. What time are you on? Okay, 12 minutes. Whoops a daisy. On my way.
These 4 murders would be the only additional murders Todd would confess to, and they would be enough to take the death penalty off the table. But it's believed Todd had killed more people. In fact, he had blatantly admitted to Kayla when she was in captivity that his body count was in the high 2 digits. And most likely he was telling her this because he planned on killing her before she could ever escape and tell anyone.
Telling him,
But of course,
wow.
she was rescued, and so
Always scream fire rather than great,
Todd never
because people tend to run more when they hear the word fire. That's what I've taught my daughter, and anyway, you know, and whenever grabs you, that'd be a mistake. It'd be the worst life choice you ever made. I wouldn't care if you come from the toughest family in the world. I'd find a way to mark you. Everybody can be marked, not touched. So don't get it twisted. Now, YouTube's on that. I always said there's no one on YouTube, and that was the truth. But you know, in the real world, yeah, I'm a someone. I'm what? Do something about it.
5 of them on the shipping container, and so now the shipping container was just like Hotel California. Hotel California.
Welcome to the Hotel California.
The famous line is, "You can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave." Todd was ultimately sentenced to 7 consecutive life sentences, which means he'll spend the rest of his life in prison.
You can kiss the baby. What baby is that, sir?
And you haven't done this already, please draw a gun on the white
YouTube is all fun and games, yeah.
Tie your untied shoelaces right after
I want you all to remember, I wished everybody a happy New Year.
Also, please subscribe to our channel and turn on all notifications.
New Year's Eve.
Weekly 1 or 2
Yeah.
uploads. We are now selling merchandise like flannels, hats, hoodies, and all sorts of stuff. If you're interested, go to
Yeah, a couple of things have
If
departed.
you want to see upcoming deals and promotions for our shop, go to our shop's Instagram page. The username is Shop Mr. Wallen. If you want to get in touch with me, you can direct message me on Instagram or
You know,
Twitter.
it's like a lot of my family have reached out to me.
It's just Mr. Wallen. I also have a ton of
because
content
you
for
watched me
content
live over, and
It's also Mr. Wallen. We have a second.
shout out to me Auntie Tricia up in Clondalkin. She said I was the smartest lad she ever knew.
We also have a Facebook page just called Mr. Wallen, where we post
Very smart, she says. The guy that comes in here called Marky J, shout out to Marky from Dawkins, because he passed the message on to me, and it was amazingly received, like fucking, you know. Yeah, I was a bad fella turned good fella / bad fella turned good fella. You know,
Today's story is about.
I always told you on YouTube I was a nobody for a reason, because I'm not. But in my world, I'm a someone. I don't need a nap to think I'm a celebrity or something. Simple as, and I will show you no mercy. Me mods. That's about it. But like I said, I'll keep what I have to myself, and that's the best way. That way, then motherfuckers don't know what you're doing. Why is Stu not on you? Why doesn't he come on panels? All that'll be revealed on my new channel. Here, I'm coming for a couple of heads. And I will slay them publicly when I know everyone's watching, and I know these people will break. I will shake this like a branch. You wouldn't burst a tea bag. Burger King. No, king of dog shit. No Irishman calls himself a king. We don't have kings. We just have slayers. Nobody needs a pass. Gladiators, we don't need passes. We just whoop asses. What? Do something about it. Or doing your veil. We can give it to you in English or Irish. Which one would you like? Which would you prefer? Are you confused? Will I choose?
And Christine wore it all the time. 2 days earlier, Christine and her new roommate, 18-year-old Sonia, summer when they took some summer classes together.
I'm proud of myself. I'm in the trenches all the time. You know what I mean? Just so I'm not comfortable with me own boring life. You know. We had one of the most exciting lives. I've had 3 of your lives. How about that? You know, most of my life I've lived well. I've always had everything I wanted, nearly. So it's like I can't complain.
And they had no way to actually call her because she
Like, don't get me wrong, pain has nothing to do with YouTube. Pain is an everyday occurrence. It's just how you deal with it and how you channel it. Pain's a motherfucker. It's a way of never letting you forget. Trust me on that, yeah.
To see their daughter in Gainesville. They go inside the stairwell, they go up to the second floor, and at that point,
Well, I hope you all have a fantastic weekend.
The door swings open, and immediately
Yeah.
the police officer yells out.
I purposely reneged in a way. I didn't let nobody on my panels for a reason. And like I said, that reason will come clear when I hit my first 100. Then I'll tell you what. Backup channel. It's not a backup channel. It's a new channel. No backup. You could call it that, but it's not. I'm not looking at it as a backup channel. It's a totally different channel. I have spoke to a couple of the boys, and it's like, we'll see. Like I said, yeah, touche. Quid pro quo.
Frank and Patricia, after seeing this, are immediately
when I see potential, I just gotta see it through.
And so they run inside, they go up the stairs, and they start running into the apartment. And the police officer and the building manager, they try to stop them from getting in, but there was nothing stopping them. They managed to push past those two. They get into the living room, and they're calling out for their daughter. And eventually, they make their way over to the side of the couch, and they see their daughter, Christine. She's lying on the ground in front of the couch. She's on her back. She has no clothes on, and she's been stabbed to death. And whoever has killed her has positioned her in this very suggestive sexual lewd position, as if they were trying to demean her as much as possible and shock whoever found her. And so after these totally devastated and wrecked parents are escorted out of the apartment, this one...
like I said, I hope all my mods have a great weekend. Like I said, I purposely, when I come on YouTube, it's like when I start doing my own stream, it just says I won't let more than 3 on my panel. And it'll be either me mods or somebody I know that's a real person. So it's not really a backup channel, it's a new channel. You know, no pressure on me. You know, but it'll be I'll do it different. like I said, I pay £50 a month to learn. You know what I mean? I'm still learning. I still learn shit about YouTube every day. I give up watching people's lives. Yeah, even all last year, I don't mind coming in. I said hello on a couple of channels a few times, but I never went on anyone's panel. No, let's say people on mine, and I did that for a reason. Like I said, my second channel, my panel will be opened every time I come on live. And a couple of people will jump on here and there if they're brave, if they've real courage. You'll face their fears, if not, I don't want to hear. I'm a son of Ballier, I'm a soldier of Ballier, and I'm straight out of Ballier. Deal with it.
And so whoever had done this had at some point removed the duct tape and taken it away.
Triple S.
Investigators believed that the killer or killers had used the duct tape
Son,
to immobilize
soldier, straight.
And then after she was deceased, they had removed that tape in order to be able to get her
Still.
arms up over her head, which seemed to increase the shock value of this lewd position they put her in. Based on what they saw inside of the apartment, the police were convinced.
I hope you all have a fantastic weekend.
That had targeted these two girls.
Do something.
Attack,
spend some time with your family, or
and if they didn't get caught,
and
they were going to
something different every day.
didn't have any leads to operate on.
Otherwise, you start thinking stupid shit. Especially when you have mental health issues. YouTube isn't replaceable. Especially if you have a lot of triggers, you know. From day one, I've never called anybody out on YouTube. Yeah, that'll be. Like I said, I didn't call anyone out because I didn't want to hurt anybody or get myself into any trouble. You know, and I nearly did. In life, sometimes you go through life trying to bury your past, but you know what? I can bury you. And I choose not to be buried any longer. You know, I have my faith and I'm good. You know, I can only speak for me and the circle. My circle's smaller than a fucking wedding ring done. Yeah. Anyway, shout out to Mr. Kipling. Today's fucking video. Today's video has been sponsored by Who Gives a Fuck, and I'm about to have a strawberry.
And so given her interest in law enforcement, she had gotten a part-time job
You're better
in
though.
the records department of the sheriff's office. And apparently, at this sheriff's office, she was famous for always coming to work, no matter what, including the time that she got her wisdom teeth removed. And then an hour after coming home, she showed up for work. And so on this Saturday night, when Krista...
YouTube is a really toxic platform. But don't forget one thing, yeah. From day one, I've always told you there's nobody on YouTube. And I'm not. You know what I mean? But this is my world, yeah. YouTube's only an app. You better be very careful what you say because somebody's going to get hurt. You know, and it's like if that means me overseeing that, so be it. I will show no cunt mercy.
She lived about 2 miles away from Christine Powell and Sonia Larson. And so these two officers, they get there,
like I said,
walk up to the front door, and they knock.
Call it whatever you want. Backup channel, new channel. It's a new channel. Simple. And
he sees there's a glass sliding door. So he knocks on the glass sliding door. There's no answer.
yeah.
He tries the door.
I'll be hashtagging the shit out of people I know purposely. Back home. Because you have to be very brave, you see, what you say and how you swan. You have to be very careful. You know, I don't want to incriminate anybody or fucking for former, previous, present or future crimes. So I have to be very careful. But like I said, do I look like I'm in a hurry? I waste money.
Dude, try calling Toby again. Voice minutes.
No, don't have 3-5, bro.
I'll wait that as the truth, okay?
No, I don't.
Is that what?
No. It's not that, it's too heavy, it is. Yeah, it's very heavy, bro. I just fancy something different. You know, like a fucking, yeah, just like different to drinking a different beer. I fucking,
Nah, I get it.
yeah, man.
I just want to smoke it, bro.
Yeah, man, no, thanks, bro.
And then they also found residue
You
of
just
duct tape on Christie's wrists, but the duct tape was gone. She was found with her hands not bound. It would later be determined.
I'm not worried about that. That's in the bag already. We'll win a double this year. Then, like I said, I changed my channel to Fightingbackunited. Yeah. Call me Mr. Mac, what? Call me whatever you fucking want. It's like what I called it. I called shit. I see shit before it happens. It's not. I hadn't. It's called an epiphany when we beat Liverpool. Weird.
It didn't take long for residents.
You know what I mean? It's like. I just want to see Marcus Rashford lift the trophy. You know. I'd still not win the FA Cup than the Who Gives a Fuck Cup. Some little prick, man. I went down to the bank, man. Some little wanker, man. It's like a few weeks ago they tried to. And I'm like, yeah, what? I don't understand, because there's 3 bollards in front of the cash machine, right? Like I said, around here, even the squirrels look at you like they're gonna do something. You know, it's a tough man, but it's an inconvenience for the community when little pricks do something like that. So I don't care who your dad is. All the little pricks around here, they know not to fuck about because their dads have already told them. He's whooped my ass. Give him a cleared berth. Otherwise, I'll get my ass whooped again over your behaviour. Okay? Still, I don't give a fuck who your cousin is. You know what I mean? I don't care. It doesn't bother me. But if you do something that's going to affect my community and I witness it, I'm going to clatter you and let you tell your dad, hey, I'll write me address on the back of your neck. Turn around. I'm your daddy. Yeah, I'll write a fucking essay if you want. You know what I mean? I know he's one of them little bastards as well. You know what I mean? I used to break a lot of shit. Nowadays, all I break is fucking tea bags. Yeah, that's the fucking truth. But anyway, I hope you have a great weekend. And my new channel will be up. I'm a son of Balliol, I'm a soldier of Balliol, and I'm straight out of Balliol. Dublin 10, Ireland. Google it. But that's what the topic will be, because I've had to take myself back to that fucking frame of mind without upsetting myself too much, and it's been easy peasy. You know, just like the gay magician. You know, he vanished with a puff. Yeah. Oh shit, here's Yogi Berber. Here's me brother, Yogi Bell. He's had to been in a log cabin somewhere in the woods. And I said to me missus last night, you know what I'd love to do, yeah? Start banging on the window and get a big fuck off Wi-Fi speaker, yeah? Of a bear attack. And he would shit his pants. It would have been one of the best pranks. It would have been one of the best pranks in fucking history. How's your fucking log cabin?
It was a hobbit house. It really was a hobbit house.
Well, I was saying to Lisa last night, you know what I'd love to do? I'd love to fucking start banging on the back of the window, yeah? And get a big fuck off Wi-Fi speaker and start playing a bear attack, and you would have shit in your pants. It's like what I was saying to Lisa last night. Can you imagine, Mark? Like I'd start banging on the window, next of all play a fucking bear being attacked or fighting. You would have shit in yourself. Lily is coughing like fuck she is, so but she's still coming up. She's coming up at 3. Hey Jim. Swan, I hope we beat them. It's like fucking, it's like even if it's the Who Gives a Fuck Cup, we need to win it. We need silverware. It doesn't matter. You know, if we win a trophy and finish in the top 4, I'll be satisfied with that. But if they don't, it's like, you know you're not fucking playing good. And look at it, look what he's done, Ten Hag. He's constructing. He knows his football, and I'll tell you one thing, he's put discipline, ethics, hard work into there, even though they do it on a daily basis. They're professional. But if I'm your gaffer, if you come in on Monday, 8:05, you're late. I'm only 5 minutes late. It doesn't matter, you're fucking late. You know what I mean? Being a minute late, you may as well be an hour late. You're late. Like if you clock in, I have a 4. It's like, it'll come up 1 minute past 8, 5 past 8, 10 past 8. It doesn't matter, you're fucking late.
Yeah. I haven't got it. Hang on.
It did. KDK sent them, yeah.
She didn't send me the actually.
Kate sent me that picture.
No, she said she was gonna.
Well, that's got to send them.
If you go down to the woods today, you're in for a big surprise.
Oh, dude. Get on this.
Picnic time for Teddy Bear.
Get on this. So, you know, Jenna, how lazy she is.
Right.
Yeah, give us that lighter. The fucking toilets. Don't know what you're looking at.
Right, come on, tell me with it.
There's toilets, right? They're about from here to say where the shed is. Right. Anyway, I got up at about 11. No, not got up at about 11 o'clock. So 11 o'clock last night, I decided, right, I'm gonna go to the fucking toilet. As soon as I've opened the door and I've walked down our little ledge, all I've heard is this. Yeah, a fucking woman has only slid down the hill and smashed her head off the fence.
Oh shit.
Innit?
Mm-hmm.
So fuck it. Oh, it was mad though, wasn't it?
It's good.
I enjoyed it, lovely.
Yeah, I was watching a thing about bears last night. And I was like, you know what? I'd love to fucking, like, if I had a car, follow the punch, yeah, and bring a big fuck off speaker with me, start banging on the window and start playing bear sounds. And Mark would be like, there's no fucking bears, just start over here. Oh, that'd have been funny. I was trying to make Lisa laugh last night because she doesn't feel too well.
After all, he punched his grandmother in the face, and people that knew him said he was totally mentally unstable.
I'll get you these pictures in a minute and show you how small they are.
So where was it? In the...
Listen, mate, if you want to be a criminal, yeah?
Yeah.
Where we was yesterday is the best fucking place.
What do you mean if you want to be a criminal? I am a fucking criminal. Well, I'm a reformed criminal. Yeah. Oh, yeah, man, that's sick.
Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant, that. I like that, man. Matt, you could build one I don't like fighting, you know what I mean? It's like, but sometimes that's the only language people understand. You know, I don't want to put my hands on people. You know what I mean? I've not smacked anybody since I've been in the tree. Fucking record that, man. Nah, here's the thing, Gemma, I'm not a Belgian or a blackguard, and it's like, most of these youths around here, I know their daddies, or I've slapped their daddy. And they won't fuck with me. They call me G, fucking you stupid, every time all them youths see me, man. It's like they make me feel fucking like, you know, yes, bro, you're fucking like all this nonsense, like, you know, but you know, not to fuck with me. I'm okay with that. It's like, and I'm like, what you fucking doing? You little prick. What did you just go and break that for? Like, I went down the cash machine and the fucking screen was smashed. Except for, you know, if you get one of them shatter hammers and you tip your glass, right, the whole screen. Well, it was like that, except for nobody's pushed the glass in, so you could hardly fucking see on the screen, and it's like, it's a nuisance, and it's a fucking inconvenience for the community.
Yeah.
Because the same little pricks that have broke it, it's like, their parents need to use that. You know what I mean? And it's like, me and Al went down a taxi, and it's like, I had 20/20 vision. Al couldn't see through the glass unless you broke it, and I was like, I can see it. You know what I mean? But it's like, yeah, the little bastards. Now, if I see some little fucker wrecking something around here, I'll tell him. Not a bother, and I don't care who your daddy is either. You know what I mean? Like, we were down the shop, and Anthony Adchad was in there, and he said something about I beat it. Now, he was with Jordan, right? You know the way he's one of Jordan's best mates, Jordan McCann's mates, Anthony, right? Now, every time in the summer when Jordan got out of jail, like Anthony's been to jail with Jordan, like loads of them and them off the block, all the boys off in Beswick, yeah, a lot of them have been locked up. fucking stupid ass thing.
Also, another day.
Yeah, listen. This stupid thing keeps on knocking off from the power, but I might come on later on for half an hour. I'll see. Tomorrow United against Palace, I think. Yeah. So my chick is coming. So yeah, I won't be on here, but I hope you have a good weekend. So before this dies again, yeah, I'm gonna wish you all a good weekend. Yeah, and here, do you know where Blackpool Tower is? Yeah, hang your bollocks on it. Today's video has been sponsored by Mind Your Own Fucking Business. I do not give a fuck, and I have a complaints department. Yeah, if you have any issues or complaints, fuck. It's at the dying.
underway to understand the circumstances surrounding her death. You had the superintendent there say that the job
devastated and heartbroken too, because
How do we
this came
close?
as
How do
such
we end this
an
live?
awful shock.